After another weekend of violent protests in Hong Kong, Beijing condemns the demonstrators and comes out in full support of Carrie Lam in its first news briefing on the city since the end of British rule. Joining us now for more is our senior international editor, Jody Schneider, in Hong Kong. Jody, were there any surprises in the press conference, other than the fact that they held a press conference in the very first place?
Right. Well, yes, in and of itself, this was an important briefing. We don't usually hear from the Chinese government, and this office reports directly to the Chinese cabinet about affairs in Hong Kong. So after 8 straight weekends of protests, the fact that this was being held was important. No real surprises. The briefers basically said that they stood by Carrie Lam, they stood by the government here. They thought the police had the tools they needed to do the job. But they were restrained in their approach. They did not, for instance, mention the U.S. or more critical language of the U.S. in terms of foreign influence, which has been said in some of the Chinese, the state-run press before about the protests. So they were attempting to be restrained here and to make it clear that they don't want to see this kind of violence in Hong Kong, but that they think that the police and the government here can handle it.